Welcome back to DRAWPEDIA tutorials. Today I'm gonna teach how to draw Spire Immortal from Fortnite. If you're new to this channel, be sure to like, subscribe and comment below. I'm gonna draw on my Wacom tablet, but you can follow my tutorials with any other media that you have, whether it's pencil color, Sharpie or crayon. Now first of all, I'm gonna draw a curved line across for the top of his head in the middle point right there. And below that, in the middle point, I'm gonna draw an upside down V shape off center to the right there. And below that V shape, I'm gonna draw a V shape across from the left ending point to the right. On the right side of that set of shape, I'm gonna copy that same set of shape again at that corner. And on the right side of that, another one and slightly longer at this upper corner. And repeat that same set of shape again on the right corner right there. Below that whole thing in the middle of his face, I'm gonna draw a line downwards. Turn it diagonally down to the right. Turn it diagonally across to the right and slightly upwards. Turn it across to the right. Turn it diagonally upwards. Turn it inwards to the left and up. Turn it upwards at that corner. Below that set of line on the right corner, I'm going to draw his cheek with curved line downwards and slightly out to the right. Turn it inwards to the left and downwards. Flare it back out to the right on his jawline. Sharp turn inwards to the left. Turn it diagonally down across to the left and to his chin. Turn it downwards. Sharp turn diagonally upwards to the left. Turn it upwards all the way to the upper set of shape. Sharp turn diagonally across to the right and slightly downwards. And below his eye at the inner corner, I'm going to draw a line downwards and slightly to the right. Sharp turn upwards. On the right side of that, diagonal line across to the right and downwards. Sharp turn upwards. Turn it diagonally across to the right and downwards. Turn it sideways to the right. Below that set of line on the right corner, a line downwards. Turn it diagonally across to the left. Turn it upwards. Sharp turn diagonally down to the left with a short line. Sharp turn back diagonally up to the left. Above that ending point, diagonal line upwards to the right. And I'm gonna repeat that same diagonal line again on the right corner right there. Now for his eye, I'm gonna take a point at the inner corner and draw a line across to the right there. Turn it diagonally upwards to the right. Repeat that same set of line again, slightly above that. Above the eye, the inner corner, I'm going to draw from the middle point of center to the right, a V shape across at that corner. Repeat that same V shape across, slightly upwards to the right and to the side of his head. Mirror the whole face shape on the left side of his head. the side of his head on the left, diagonal line upwards from his chin to the left. Turn it upwards. Turn it diagonally upwards to the left. Turn it upwards and slightly to the right. Sharp turn downwards at that corner. A short line across to the right. Turn it downwards. Turn it diagonally down to the right. On the right side of that set of shape, I'm going to draw a line upwards. Flare it out to the left. Turn it back inwards to the right and up. Turn it upwards. Flare it out to the left. Turn it diagonally upwards to the right. Sharp turn downwards. Flare it out to the right and turn it back inwards. Turn it downwards. Flare it out to the right and to the top of his head. Mirror the same set of shape on the right side of his head. Above his head in the middle, off center to the left, I'm going to draw a line upwards. Flare it out to the left. Turn it back inwards to the right. Turn it upwards and slightly to the left. Turn it diagonally up to the right. Sharp turn downwards. Flare it out to the right and turn it back inwards to the left. Turn it downwards at that corner, all the way to the top of his head. On the left side of that set of shape, I'm going to draw a spike with a line upwards. Sharp turn diagonally down to the left. Turn it downwards. At the side of his head on the left, I'm going to draw a short line downwards at that corner. Sharp turn diagonally upwards to the left and turn it back upwards to the ending point right there. On the right side of his head, I'm going to draw a short line diagonally down to the left at that corner. Turn it downwards. Sharp turn diagonally up to the right. Turn it upwards to the ending point above. Now below his jaw on the left, I'm going to draw his neck with a line downwards and flare it out to the left. And below that ending point, I'm going to draw a diagonal line upwards to the left. Sharp turn diagonally downwards to the right. Mirror that same set of shape on the right side. Below his chin, I'm going to draw a V shape across from the left corner to the right right there. And below that, in the middle point, another small V shape at that corner. Turn it across to the right and slightly up. And at that ending point, slightly below, I'm going to draw a line diagonally up to the right. Sharp turn downwards on the right corner. Above that set of shape, diagonal line upwards to the side of his neck at that corner. And below that whole thing from the middle point, a line across to the right and slightly up. Semicircle turn upwards at the outer corner right there. Turn it upwards and slightly to the left. Sharp turn downwards diagonally to the left. Mirror that same set of shape on the left side. Below that whole thing in the middle point, I'm going to draw another V shape. And another V shape at the outer corner of that, like that. And in between those two V shape, a line downwards in the middle point right there. Below that set of shape from the middle point, diagonal line upwards to the right. Turn it across to the right. Sharp turn downwards. Turn it diagonally down to the left. Repeat that same shape again on the right corner. And below that whole thing from the middle point, a line across to the right and slightly upwards. Turn it diagonally up to the right. Sharp turn downwards and slightly to the left. Turn it diagonally across to the left. Sideways to the left with a short line. Turn it diagonally upwards to the right. Sharp turn across to the left at that corner. On the right side of that shape, I'm going to draw a line across to the right and slightly up. Turn it diagonally up to the right. Sharp turn back diagonally down to the left and sideways to the left. At that ending point, I'm gonna repeat that same set of shape again at that corner. And on the left side of that, from the lower point, diagonal line upwards to the right, sharp turn diagonally down to the left. Repeat that same sharp shape again on the left corner. Now on the right side of that whole thing, on his shoulder, I'm going to draw a line outwards to the right and slightly up. Turn it diagonally up to the right. Sharp turn diagonally downwards to the left. Turn it diagonally down to the left and across to the left. Turn it back diagonally up to the right at that corner. On the right side of that, a short line across to the right. Sharp turn diagonally down to the left. Across to the left at that corner. Sharp turn diagonally upwards to the right. Below that whole thing, from the middle of his outfit, I'm going to draw a short line across at that corner. Turn it diagonally downwards to the right and to the side of his rib. Turn it downwards. Turn it sideways, diagonally down to the left. Turn it diagonally upwards to the left at that corner. Short line across to the right. And on the right side of that, slightly above, diagonal line downwards to the right at that corner, across to the side of his ribs. Above that set of shape, from the middle point, a short line upwards at that corner. Turn it sideways to the left. And above that shape, from the right corner, curve line upwards and slightly to the right. Sharp turn diagonally downwards to the left. Repeat that same set of shape again at this upper corner on the left, and below that whole thing, in the middle of his outfit, a short line across at that corner. Turn it downwards and slightly to the right. Across to the left and to the middle point. Turn it downwards. Short line diagonally up to the left and sharp turn downwards. Turn it downwards and slightly to the left. Sharp turn back upwards and slightly to the left. Mirror the same set of shape on the left side of his outfit. Below that whole thing, I'm going to draw the left side of his waist with a line downwards, slightly to the right, flare it back out to the left below his waist. Mirror that same line on the right side of his waist. Now below his ribs, I'm going to draw on the right corner a short line across to the left. Turn it diagonally upwards to the left and to the middle of his outfit. Below that set of shape, a short line downwards on the right corner. Sharp turn across to the left. Curve line diagonally across to the middle of his outfit, diagonally upwards to the left. And I'm going to repeat that same set of shape again at this lower corner. And another one below that. And another one. turn it upwards in the middle point, and below that whole thing, I'm going to draw a line downwards and slightly to the right, turn it downwards, and below that ending point, diagonal line upwards to the middle at that corner, and at the ending point on the right, turn it downwards, semi-turn to the left, curve line across to the left, mirror the same set of shape on the left corner. Below his waist on the right, diagonal line across to the right and slightly up, sharp turn downwards on the right corner, turn it downwards and slightly to the right, short line diagonally up to the right and sharp turn downwards, sharp turn back diagonally upwards with a short line, sharp turn downwards at that corner, sharp turn diagonally upwards to the left, zigzag line upwards at that corner, turn it upwards all the way to the side of his waist. Below that whole thing, I'm gonna draw the outer line of his leg with curve line downwards and slightly to the right. And for the inner line of his leg, curve line downwards and slightly to the right at that corner. And at the inner corner of his leg, at the upper point, I'm gonna draw a line diagonally up to the right at that point. Sharp turn downwards. Turn it diagonally down to the left, sharp turn back outwards to the right, short line downwards, zigzag line downwards at that corner, turn it downwards, short line across to the left, sharp turn outwards to the right, diagonally down, turn it diagonally downwards to the left. Inside of that shape, from the right edges, I'm going to draw diagonal line downwards from the upper point to the left, and below that from the right edge I'm going to draw some short lines across at that corner. Now at the side of his waist I'm going to draw some V-shapes across at this upper corner, and another one at this lower point, and repeat that V-shape again at that point, and another one right there. On his thigh on the right, I'm going to draw a V-shape at that corner, and below that another V-shape, a short line across on both ending points at the side, and below that I'm going to draw another V-shape, a line across on the right ending point, and from the outer corner of his thigh, a curve line downwards at that point, turn it diagonally out to the right. Below that whole thing, at the inner corner of his leg, I'm going to draw a curved line across and slightly up. Turn it downwards, sharp turn upwards diagonally to the right. Turn it across to the right and slightly up. Sharp turn downwards, sharp turn diagonally upwards to the right. Across to the right and slightly up. Turn it downwards, sharp turn diagonally upwards to the right. Across to the right and slightly up, sharp turn downwards with a curve line and slightly inwards to the left, flared back out to the right, curve line downwards and slightly to the left. At the inner corner of that, I'm going to draw a line downwards at that point, turn it inwards diagonally to the right, turn it downwards, curve line across to the right and slightly down, sharp turn upwards diagonally to the right, sharp turn downwards, across to the right and slightly downwards, turn it upwards and slightly to the right, sharp turn downwards at that corner, across to the right and slightly downwards, curve line upwards and slightly flare it out to the right, curl it outwards to the right at this upper point, sharp turn diagonally across to the left and slightly downwards. On the right side of that whole thing, I'm going to draw a curved line diagonally across to the left and downwards, semi-turn downwards, turn it slightly inwards to the left, across to the right and slightly downwards, sharp turn upwards and flare it slightly out to the right, turn it across to the left, diagonally up, semi-turn upwards to the ending point above. On the right side of that set of shape, I'm going to draw in the middle point, diagonal curved line across to the right and slightly up, sharp turn downwards, turn it diagonally across to the left and downwards. Below that whole thing, from the right corner, diagonal line across to the left and slightly up, sharp turn downwards and to the left, sharp turn upwards at that corner, turn it diagonally up to the left, and below that ending point, a line upwards at that corner, extend it up and flare it diagonally up to the left, sharp turn downwards and slightly to the right with a curved line, turn it inwards with a short line, turn it downwards all the way to his ankle point, flare it slightly out on his ankle point to the left, turn it inwards with a short line, and for the outer line of the leg, curved line downwards on the right corner, turn it inwards to his ankle point and flare it slightly out on his ankle point right there, a short line downwards diagonally to the left, curved line diagonally across to the left and slightly up, semi-turn diagonally down to the left corner. Below that whole thing, I'm going to draw his foot on the right corner, diagonal line across to the right and slightly down, turn it downwards. At that ending point, I'm going to draw an upside down V shape and a small arch curve line for the top of the nail. Repeat the same shape of the nail across 3 more times to the left. In the middle of each nails, I'm going to draw a short line up and at the ending point of those short lines, I'm going to draw an upside down V shape across his knuckle all the way to the side of his foot on the right there. And on the left side of that whole thing, I'm going to copy the same shape of his nail and bigger at that corner. And on the left side of that, a short line across and slightly up to the left at that corner, semi-turn upwards and slightly to the right, an upside down V shape to the right, turn it downwards. Inside of that shape, I'm going to draw another upside down V shape in the middle point, and on the left side of that whole thing, a short line out to the left, semi-turn upwards and slightly to the right. On the right side of that ending point, curved line across on his ankle to the right at that corner. Mirror the whole thing for his left leg. Now for his arm, below his shoulder, I'm going to draw a short line downwards on the right side. Turn it diagonally inwards to the left and downwards. Curve line across to the left and slightly upwards. Inside of that shape, I'm going to draw a line upwards on the right corner and slightly to the left, and another similar line on the left side of that. On the right side of that whole thing, I'm going to draw a spike with a curved line diagonally upwards to the right, sharp turn across to the left with a curved line. Below that whole thing, I'm going to continue the line of his hand with curved line diagonally downwards to the right, flare it out on his elbow point to the right and downwards. Mirror that same set of shape for the inner line of his arm on the left right there. Below the ending point on the right, slightly to the left, diagonal curve line upwards to the right, sharp turn downwards, turn it downwards and slightly to the left. At the ending point of that shape on the left, curve line downwards at that corner, and from the ending point above, curve line diagonally downwards to the left, semicircle turn downwards. On the left side of that, curve line across at that corner, turn it downwards and slightly to the right, and on the left side of that shape, curve line diagonally upwards to the left, sharp turn downwards diagonally to the right. Below that set of shape on the left, a short line across at that corner, and at the ending point of that short curve line on the left, sharp turn diagonally down to the right, and at the ending point on the right, a short line downwards, and from the same ending point, diagonal curve line upwards to the right, sharp turn downwards at the outer corner on the right. Repeat that same set of shape slightly below that at that corner, and another smaller one below that at that corner. Below that whole thing on the left, a short line across at that corner, and another short line across below that, a line downwards at the ending point on the left. At the ending point on the right, a line upwards, turn it diagonally up to the right, semicircle turn downwards, short line downwards, curve line across to the left, turn it diagonally upwards to the left. Below that whole thing on the left, diagonal line downwards to the left, turn it downwards, turn it diagonally down to the right, sharp turn upwards, curve line across to the left. Above that set of shape, a line upwards at the inner corner of his thumb right there, across to the right, turn it downwards, turn it diagonally down to the left, semicircle turn downwards, sharp turn upwards to the right, turn it diagonally up, semicircle turn upwards at that corner. At the tip of his finger, I'm going to draw a curved line across at that point, and on the right side of that finger, diagonal line upwards to the right, turn it upwards, and on the right side of that, diagonal line upwards to the right at that corner, turn it upwards and slightly to the left. Now on his knuckles, I'm going to draw a small V shape, and above that V shape, an upside down V shape from the ending point on both sides. Repeat that same set of shape across the knuckle to the right there. And above the knuckle, I'm going to draw a V shape at that corner. And at the inner corner of his thumb, curve line upwards, semicircle turn to the left. And on the right side of that, a line upwards at that corner. Mirror the whole arm's shape on the left side. And that's all for our tutorial today. I hope you enjoy it and find my lessons helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to drop your requests, suggestions, or any other comments in the comment section below. See you next time!